Shiley Tracheostomy Tubes have been on the market for over 50 years. In that time, the needs of clinicians and patients have changed. Additionally, the Shiley Tracheostomy Tube had to align with global regulations, medical device standards, and regulatory organizations such as the FDA and EU MDR. Medtronic believed the legacy tracheostomy tubes were outdated for the needs of today's patients, industry guidelines, and regulatory specifications. In September 2021, Medtronic discontinued manufacturing the legacy Shiley Tracheostomy Tubes. The legacy Shiley Tracheostomy Tubes were replaced by the new Shiley Flexible Tracheostomy Tubes. The Shiley Flexible Tracheostomy Tube was designed to meet the latest regulations and standards for medical devices and to support the needs of doctors, caregivers, and patients. Join me this week as I discuss 5 reasons why the Shiley Tracheostomy Tube changed. The Shiley Flexible Tracheostomy Tubes are available in 7 sizes, including half sizes. The legacy Shiley Tracheostomy Tubes were only available in 4 sizes. The expanded size offering allows for the tracheostomy tube to more precisely fit the patient's airway. This, in turn, will lead to more effective cuff sealing without overinflating the cuff or causing damage to the tracheal wall. The larger size selection also helps support long-term tracheostomy wearers who may need to upsize their tracheostomy tubes over time. The legacy Shiley Tracheostomy Tubes had a rigid phalange made of hard, opaque polyvinyl chloride material. This made visualization of the underlying skin difficult. The Shiley Flexible Tracheostomy Tubes have a smaller, softer phalange which conforms to the patient's anatomy. It has less contact with the sensitive skin around the stoma. The phalange is recessed to reduce skin contact with the stoma site. It also facilitates airflow to the skin, which can help keep the stoma dry. The clear, transparent material from which the phalange is made enhances visualization of the underlying skin. One hospital system reported an 80% decrease in tracheostomy-related pressure ulcers after incorporating the Shiley Flexible Tracheostomy Tubes. To connect ventilator equipment to a tracheostomy tube, a 15mm connector is needed. The legacy Shiley Tracheostomy Tubes had the 15mm connector on the InterCanula. This meant in order to attach ventilator equipment to the tracheostomy tube, the InterCanula had to be used. With the Shiley Flexible Tracheostomy Tubes, the 15mm connector is integrated as part of the tracheostomy tube. This means ventilator equipment can be attached to the tracheostomy tube with or without the InterCanula. In the event of an emergency, necessary equipment can be attached to the tracheostomy tube regardless of InterCanula use. The Shiley Flexible Tracheostomy Tubes have InterCanulas which are both disposable and reusable. The InterCanulas are easier to move and replace. The newer InterCanulas securely snap in place with light pressure. This is an advancement over the heavier pressure, pinching, and twisting motion required by the legacy Shiley Tracheostomy Tube InterCanulas, which could be difficult for some patients with strength or dexterity challenges. Moreover, the flush InterCanula design on the Shiley Flexible Tracheostomy Tube facilitates the 15mm connector's compatibility with general ventilator and tracheostomy accessories. The Shiley Flexible Tracheostomy Tubes feature the taper guard cuff. The legacy Shiley Tracheostomy Tubes feature the barrel-shaped cuff design. The newly designed cuff has been shown to improve airway sealing by 91%, improve ventilatory pressure maintenance, and titrate ventilator air leaks with 65% greater ability, decrease leaking of fluid past the cuff by 99%, decrease lateral wall pressure on the trachea by 18.6%, decrease mucosal injury and inflammation of the mucosal wall, retract closer to the shaft of the tube due to less bulky cuff material, which may help ease insertion and weaning, allows 242% more airflow to pass around the cuff when deflated, which may reduce the work of breathing required to speak and wean. Thank you so much for joining me. Please remember to like and subscribe down below. I hope you have a great day and a wonderful week. Bye-bye. Hello, it is raining outside, and if you can tell, it's very, very dark because my lighting is very, very bad. I'm sorry, this is all real grainy. So it's raining, it's pouring. Oh, I don't know. We've been getting thunder and lightning, and we might get hail. So I'm hoping we don't get hail. That would not be good, but thankfully the car is in the garage, so we don't have to worry about that. But it just looks very dreary outside, and my mom told me this would probably happen, so I recorded this video entirely out of order. I did the beginning and the end when I had sunshine, and now the sun has gone to bed for the moment, and we have clouds, and you can see this is really dreary and not good lighting, and I don't want to get out my lighting because it doesn't work very well when it's still daylight out. It gets really weird. The colors get all messed up and you're like, wow, she's wearing a different color shirt. No, everything's the same. It's just my lighting gets all weird. So thankfully my mom saved the day with me filming, and she said, it's going to rain, and I said, great, I'm going to film my video out of order and nobody will know. So that's what's happening. Bye-bye.